guys. All right, so second part of polynomials is we are going to be adding and subtracting polynomials. You guys probably already know how to add polynomials just from class because we did this in the beginning of the year. So adding polynomials, all we're going to do is combine like terms. Just as a refresher, do you guys remember like terms are when I have the same variable and the same exponent, okay? Okay, so let's first look at, I always like, because we always need our answer in standard form, so I always do the highest exponent first. If I just like scan my problem, does everybody see how 2 is the highest exponent I see? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this guy. I'm also going to highlight the sign in front of him because the negative belongs to the negative 2x, the 2x squared, okay? So what's like terms with him? This guy, because he also squared, and he has a plus sign in front of him, okay? So what do we get when we add negative 2x squared plus 3x squared? That turns into a 1x squared. Okay. Now, let's see what our next like terms we have are. So after the 2 comes a 1. So here's my x to the first. I have 8x and a negative 8x. Hey, what's 8x minus 8x? That's 0 or 0x. I'm going to write it for right now plus 0x, but 0x is just nothing, so I don't really need it in my final answer, but we'll talk about that in a second. And then lastly, I have my constant terms. I have this plus 15 and this negative 10. So when I combine my terms there, I get 5. Okay? Now, to clean this up, I wouldn't write this as my final answer. You can. I would never mark that wrong. But just to clean this up, my final answer would be x squared plus 5. I don't really like having that 0. Okay? And that's all you do. Adding's easy. You guys have done this. We did this in August. Okay? Subtracting is where things get a little challenging, but you guys are going to be fine with it. Okay? The only thing you guys have to remember about subtracting polynomials is that we have to distribute this imaginary negative 1 that's right there, okay? Basically, remember when you guys distribute a negative 1, when you multiply something by a negative 1, all it does is just change the sign. So another fancy way of saying this, I just have to change all the signs in this second group, okay? So I'm going to distribute this. Okay, so what this is going to turn into, I still have my 6x squared plus 7x. Okay, negative 1 times 10x is going to be a negative 10x. Negative 1 times positive 3x squared is just going to be a minus 3x squared. Negative 1 times positive 2 is just negative 2. So you guys, all I did was just change the signs in this group in that set of parentheses. Now all we do now is just combine the like terms, just like we did on the last problem. I'm going to start with the x squared. So 6x squared and minus 3x squared. That makes 3x squared. All right. Next, let's do the x's. I have a 7x minus 10x. 7x minus 10x is negative 3x. Now, at the end, you see how this negative 2 has no one to combine with? We just bring them all down, and that's it. And this is my final answer. It's in standard form. Okay, notice it has the highest exponent in the first term, then the next highest, and then the constant again. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, this one. All right, so you have to put your negative, imaginary negative 1 right there, and we're going to distribute. So my problem is going to be 4r cubed plus 3r to the 4th. This is going to turn into a minus r to the 4th. This is a negative 5r cubed, so it's going to turn into a plus 5r cubed. This is a plus r, so I'm going to turn it into a minus r. Okay, so all I did was change all of these signs. Now let's start combining like terms. My highest exponent I see is with 4, so I'm going to start there. So I have a positive 3r to the 4th, and I have a minus 1r to the 4th. So that makes 2r to the 4th. Okay. Next, my highest exponent is the 3. So I have 4r to the 3rd plus 5r to the 3rd. So that makes 9r to the 3rd. And now, similar to the last problem, I have this negative r has nothing to do, so just bring them down. Negative r. And that's my final answer. Let's do one more example. No, we're not going to do one more example. That's all the examples I have. Sorry. Tell me if you need more though.